Today on Trisha. She took a baseball bat to your car because you cheated on her.
Yeah. 365 days of a year we have sex.
Was he cheating while she was battling cancer? You were diagnosed with cancer a year ago.
Yes, ma'am.
Was I there for you?
He wasn't there when I needed him.
The evidence against him is mounting.
When I go to his job on lunchtime, co-workers tell me that he's gone with some other woman. I went to his mother's house. One of the girls was sitting on his lap. I was actually pregnant.
Woo! She beat the disease, but can he beat the lie detector?
You're not being truthful to the question.
Do you want to be with me?
He denies his May-December romance produced a baby.
Okay, there he is right there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh.
You look like me.
What, you're expecting a newborn to look like a 52-year-old
No.
man? And wait till you hear the reasons why.
Eddie thought there was a stud muffin going around getting us all pregnant.
I've been electrocuted by a lightning strike.
These DNA results could be electrifying.
There you go, Eddie. This will tell you one way or the other.
Drum roll, please.
And in a shocking Trisha Show update. Did you steal money from the mirror in your mom and Ron's bedroom? Jeremy said no. What happened after we discovered this son was stealing money from his own family?
We found out that Jeremy was stealing the money to buy marijuana for parties.
Lie detectors. Today on Trisha. Everyone, welcome Barbie to the show. Now, Barbie says that for the last year, she's been in the fight of her life. Not only has she battled thyroid cancer, but she's also battling her fiancé, Jose, who she suspects is cheating. Yeah. Her first clue, Jose joined a gym behind her back, but instead of losing weight, he gained some. That's just the beginning. Now, although Barbie loves her fiancé, she says she can't ignore the telltale signs any longer. Listen to her story.
Me and Jose have been together for 8 years, and we have a daughter together. Those 8 years have been very, very, very bad. I suspect that he's cheating on me. When I go to his job on lunchtime, he's never there. He never answers his phone. Co-workers tell me that he's gone with some other woman. He got a membership to go to the gym, and he had hid it behind my back. And I see no change in him. And I believe that he's trying to do his best to get his body in shape. If it's not for me, it's for somebody else. It makes me feel less of a person that I am. And it makes me feel ugly. If I find out Jose's cheating, he's out of the door. Those 8 years are gonna be gone. And there's not gonna be no more Jose and Barbie.
Apparently somebody saw someone getting into his car.
Yes. I got a phone call and somebody said that they seen him with a girl in the car, and I was like, well, I know that girl is not me.
Yeah.
So I want to know who it is.
Did you ask him?
I called him and his phone is off. So.
Oh. Has your sex life or your love life or the intimacy, has that changed? Because sometimes that can give you clues.
We sleep separate.
Hey?
Yeah.
Separate bed?
I sleep on the couch and he sleeps in the bed. I just feel like he doesn't love me anymore, and I just feel like, you know.
What, that he's too scared to say anything? Have you heard rumors or anything about it?
A lot of rumors.
Like what?
That he's going out, meeting girls. I can't even go to his job. Everybody at his job, they tell me, oh, he just left with some girl to go to lunch. Oh, he's going on a date. I hear.
What, they actually say that to you? He's going on a date?
Yeah.
When you ask him about this, what did he say?
He said they're just trying to do it to piss you off.
Now, tell me about this gym membership, because usually...
The gym?
Yeah.
Okay. How is it that I lose the weight and he's still in the same spot? We was both at one point in the same weight.
Yeah.
And now I lost 20 pounds.
Right.
I lost 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And he's still at where he's at.
Now, have you checked his phone?
I'm not allowed to check his phone. His phone has got passwords. But I did do something. I stole his Sims card. I put it on my phone. Did that.
What did you find? What did you find?
Well, as you already know that they have, you know, the Androids, they have those apps where you can hide text messages and pictures. Yeah. But of course, I couldn't get into that. But I could get into the contacts.
Oh, and did you see anything that was suspicious?
Yes, I did.
What did you see?
I seen, not trying to discriminate, but I seen a white girl's name.
Oh. Saturday? days he makes time for the family?
Saturdays, he wakes up and he leaves at 7, between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning. And he knows that those Saturdays are my only days off.
Where does he go? Where's he go?
He's supposedly working at a friend's house, you know, cutting grass and doing stuff to get paid. How are you gonna go and work from 7 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon and come home with $20?
Okay, he's cheated on you in the past, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
When was that?
The last time he cheated on me.
The last time he cheated? How many times he cheated on you?
Twice.
How did you find out?
I went to his mother's house. One of the girls were sitting on his lap. I was actually pregnant.
Woo!
I had to live in a hotel until I gave birth. While I was living in that hotel, I never seen Jose not one time.
And yet you still forgave him.
And because we have, you know, a child together, my daughter, you know, of course. And I believe in second chances. And
What happens, though? What happens if he has been cheating this time?
He's gone out the door.
Wow.
He's gone out the door.
All right, well, we've heard Barbie's side of things. We've heard Barbie's side of things. Now, I'm interested in hearing how Jose feels about being accused. He's been backstage listening, so let's meet him now. Jose, come on out. Hi. So, Jose, what do you think of what Barbie's been saying?
None of it is true.
None of it's true?
No.
So you haven't got a thing for the
White girls.
White girls?
Yeah.
So if you looked at this young lady, you want to...
He's been looking at her since he got here.
So you're saying you, apart from those 2 times you cheated back in the early days, you've not been cheating?
Mm-mm.
So let's go through the things. What were you saying about the car with the tinted windows?
I like my cars tinted. I've had all my cars tinted before.
Really? But you have clothes in your car, you have your PlayStation in the car, you have everything in your car.
Okay, yes, I have my PlayStation,
But you
I have
have
the
clothes
movies.
you have clothes in your car.
I don't have clothes. I got shoes in there.
When I get mad at you, and you already know that I get mad at you, you go and you stack, that car is your closet.
It's not my closet.
That is your closet.
I just keep my electronics in there.
Why do you keep your electronics in your car?
In case she gets pissed off, she can't break them.
That's... Let me tell you something. Is electronic more important than me?
Has she broken stuff before?
Yeah.
What?
Not my
What?
stuff, but her own personal stuff.
Can he say that again?
Yeah. Has she ever broken anything of yours before?
Well, she used to bat my other car with a baseball bat, which I gave her.
Why did you do that?
Why? Why did I do that?
Why did you do that?
Because I cheated on her.
Oh, hang on. She took a baseball bat to your car because you cheated on her.
Yeah.
Now you're keeping your things in your car. You're scared she trashes them. Does that mean you're cheating again?
I can still break the windows in a car.
Gym membership? Yeah. How's that working out for you?
I like to go to the gym. I like to work out. I would like her to go with me, but she doesn't want to go with me.
Why should I go and work out with him when I can do it at home by myself and sweat whenever I want to and go back and do it whenever I want to?
But I get the impression that Barbie's saying she's dropped a lot of weight from going to the gym and that you haven't been quite as successful.
Well, yes, I do go to the gym, but I'm not going to change my eating habits.
I'm a good cook, but then you cheat on me. I got everything a man wants.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about the job that you do on a Saturday. You work all day for $10 an hour and you come home with $20.
Okay, not all the time. But sometimes I lie to her and I say I only made $20.
Did you know that?
I know he lies. I know there's no way.
But is that the first time you've heard him admit it?
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that right at the beginning when I was introducing Barbie that I mentioned, and I wanted to wait until you were out here, I understand, Barbie, you were diagnosed with cancer a year ago.
Yes, ma'am.
Was Jose there for you?
Jose was there, you know, but he wasn't there when I needed him. It was,
You can tell him. You tell him.
physically, he was there, but mentally, when I needed him, he wasn't there. He would watch me cry and just ask me, do you need a hug?
I mean, I didn't know how to react towards it, you know?
And you're sleeping in separate beds?
That's because she wants to.
Why do I want to? Because I don't feel the spite between us anymore. We don't spend enough time together anymore. You make excuses to get away from me. I go to school, I'm trying to be a police officer, and you're out there doing me wrong.
Jose, do you still want to be with Barbie?
Yes, I do.
Do you still love Barbie?
Yes, I do.
You wanted Jose to have a lie detector test, which he has done, and we've got our private investigator and polygraph examiner, Tim Acosta, here with us. Jose, anything to admit? Because often if there is something to admit, it's better that you can be honest before we even get to the results.
I've always been honest with her.
Let's come to Jose's results. We asked you, when you say you're at the gym, are you really meeting up with other girls? You said no. Tim? Coming up, were you having sexual intercourse with other women when Barbie was going through her cancer treatment? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined.
But first, he denies his May-December romance produced a baby.
Okay, there he is right there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh.
You look like me.
And wait till you hear the reasons why.
I've been electrocuted by a lightning strike.
Lovers' lies and ugly truths.
One of the girls were sitting on his lap.
Today on Trisha. Please welcome 52-year-old Eddie. Now, I mention his age because he is in love with a much younger woman, Jenn. She's just 22 years old. Eddie is here to prove to Jenn that her 1-month-old son, James, is not his son. You see, Eddie claims that despite having thousands upon thousands of sexual encounters, so far he has never gotten a woman pregnant. Now, Jenn insists that Eddie is the father, and she's downright furious. Watch this.
My boyfriend Eddie is 52 years old, but right now he's acting like an immature little boy. He's accusing me of cheating, and he's saying that my beautiful baby boy James is not his. He needs to grow up and stop with these accusations. Our relationship went to hell when I started working. He said the money wasn't adding up and the hours weren't adding up. Around the time I got pregnant, other women got pregnant as well. So Eddie thought there was a stud muffin going around getting us all pregnant. Sometimes I feel like he's taking care of this woman and her son, like we mean nothing to him. But I love Eddie more than anything, and I'm here fighting to keep our family together.
Whoa. So, Eddie, Jenn is saying that you need to grow up.
She needs to grow up.
You said that you're 52 years of age.
Yes, ma'am.
And so far, you've never fathered any children.
Absolutely never.
How many times would you have been trying?
I've had seven good relationships in my life.
Yeah.
Let's just call it over 30-year span.
Right.
365 days of a year we have sex. I'm gonna give you 5 days off every year. That's 10,800 times that we had sex, and that's at once a day. A lot of...
Use protection, though?
Never. Once in my life.
So this is why one of the reasons you doubt that you made Jenn pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How long were you two together before she fell pregnant?
2 full solid years.
But she didn't get pregnant? No?
Absolutely not.
So what is your theory on her getting pregnant? Where do you think she fell pregnant? How do you think she fell pregnant?
Okay, she started a new job.
Yeah.
She said, I got some new friends. I got some secretive friends who hide on this face page or on her cell phone. Okay? All right.
Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
Yeah.
Face page, Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine.
You must go on Facebook.
I have a Facebook, yes I do.
You do? You have a face?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
My Facebook stays open. You can find it. Hers does not.
But you don't think you can father children.
No.
Is it true you got struck by lightning?
Yes, I've been electrocuted by a lightning strike that hit a telephone pole next to us, hit a fence that I was holding on to, closing in a rainstorm, was knocked out cold.
Wow.
Woke up a day and a half later.
Wow.
Fillings out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Firemen stand there, we thought you were dead.
Really? Do you think that had an effect on your sperm count?
Honestly, no. But being skeptical, I don't know. I mean, I don't do scientific research on the fact of, well, did you lose your potency because electricity ran through your body? But no.
How were you when she told you she was pregnant?
I was ecstatic.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God, I'm a father.
And when the baby was born, how were you then?
Well, first of all, let me back up. I went through the pregnancy. Okay, we go through the pregnancy, and I stay with her like some of these young guys, they're gone. They find these girls are pregnant, they're gone.
Yeah.
I stayed, we go through the pregnancy, she has the baby. 2 weeks later, you know, and I go back to work, they're like, Ed, are you sure that baby's yours? You know, I look at him, oh, you don't have a picture of him up there.
Yeah.
He doesn't have my eyes, he doesn't have my ears,
He's
he doesn't have my feet.
He's a baby, though.
I understand that.
What are you going to do if the DNA test comes back and says you are not this baby's father?
I'm probably going to bail out like a paratrooper.
The flip side of that question, what are you going to do if it's proved you are the father of this baby?
I'm going to stay and raise this child, and I guess I got some...
Now, you've been accusing Jenn of maybe sneaking out with other guys, so that's another part of this equation.
Well, sneaking out or being around other men while I'm at work or something, but yeah, sneaking off, so to speak, or she had.
Well,
yes.
those are quite serious claims, so as you know, Jenn claims she's innocent. We gave her a lie detector test.
Okay, good.
So let me ask you, if I read the results of that lie detector test and it comes back that she has fooled around, is it the old bailing out like a paratrooper thing again?
Honestly, that's not a trick question. If the child turns out to be mine and I find out that she's fooled around on me, I will probably stay with her to raise the child. I can't guarantee that, but I would never trust her again. This would be my 8th real relationship I've had in my life, because I'm not a whore dog, trust me. Honestly.
Okay.
So I would raise the child if it's mine, but I would never trust her again. It would take a long time for her. I would trust you, I would forgive you, I would never forget ever.
No,
never ever trust
that would
again.
hurt. That would hurt. All right, well, we have to take a break. But when we come back, Eddie's 22-year-old girlfriend, Jenn, tells us her side, and we'll reveal the results of the lie detector and DNA test, so stay with us. He denies his May-December romance produced a baby.
Okay, there he is right there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Aww.
Does it look like me?
What, you're expecting a newborn to look like a 52-year-old man?
No.
And later, were you having sexual intercourse with other women when Barbie was going through her cancer treatment? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined.
Lovers' lies and ugly truths.
One of the girls were sitting on his lap.
Today on Trisha. Welcome back. We've been talking to 52-year-old Eddie, who's here today to prove to his 22-year-old girlfriend, Jenn, that he is not the father of her 1-month-old son, James. Now get this, Eddie's claiming that in all his years, he's never gotten a woman pregnant before. After what, thousands, and what did we work it out, 30?
Let's figure it out. 10,800 times at one time per day for 30 years.
30 years.
And that's giving you 5 days free out of the year.
One of the issues Eddie has is he's wondering whether Jenn has cheated on him. Now, Jenn's taken both a lie detector test and a DNA test to prove Eddie wrong. We'll get to those in just a moment, but now let's meet Jenn. Come on out, Jenn. Jenn, hi. So, Jenn, how does it feel to be accused of cheating?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes me want to cry.
Really?
Sure.
Because I've been 100% faithful, and he knows that. And I don't understand this.
When did he start thinking that you were messing around then? When did it all start?
When I started working.
About a year ago today, roughly.
A year ago today. All right. He's talking about friends, mysterious friends he's never met.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're friends coming back from my high school child life.
There you go. You don't buy that?
Oh, they're friends from her childhood, of course.
Yeah.
No, look at her, she's 22.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But they keep coming around.
But they could be a male or female? Male or female?
Male
friend?
and female, but
No,
male.
females.
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 Not
Male.
males.
There's some males from childhood, yes.
Yeah.
But they're not like my friends. I've known them.
Do you think it's a case of there is an age difference, 30-year age difference? Would it be, you don't want people to gossip about, oh, did you see how old
Oh,
her
no,
guy
I don't
is?
care.
Oh,
No,
you don't care?
I don't care. I hear it all the
That's-
time.
They say that anyway.
Yes, oh my God, yes. They say it all the time, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't care.
You don't care?
Oh, yeah, we
I
get it
tell
from
them
all
I
angles.
don't care. I don't care what you say about him. I'm in love with him, and you can say what you want and go talk what you want.
All this thing about he can't get women pregnant. He hasn't
That's
been...
ridiculous.
Oh, that's
Have you
ridiculous,
tried
all
with
right.
these women?
Wait a
Have you
minute.
actually said, hey, let's have a baby?
Let's go back to the future. What time is this?
That's ridiculous. That makes no sense. I mean, come on. Maybe it wasn't meant for you to have a baby then. Maybe God wanted you to have a baby with a wholesome woman.
Maybe you had a
before you
baby
had a
with somebody
child.
else, and then you're just saying it's mine.
That's ridiculous. I don't even want to hear that. That's ridiculous. You know he's yours.
Now, one of the-
Okay, there he is right there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Aww.
Does it look like me?
What, you're expecting a newborn to look like a 52-year-old
No.
man?
Exactly.
That's good.
Okay.
You're good. Okay.
No. All right. Is there an age difference in that you're more of a party girl, maybe?
Oh my God, no, I don't party. No. I would get a drink occasionally, but I don't go out and party. I don't go hang out with my girlfriends and go to bars at all.
So you're saying you've never cheated on...
Absolutely not.
Eddie, the whole time you've been together?
Absolutely not.
Never done that?
No.
And you're 100%...
I am
Never late for
100%
work,
sure.
going to a place, mysteriously getting fast food in the morning, but I'm late for work
Well,
every
at least
day
I
for a
told
month.
you that I went into that place. I didn't even have to tell you I went to that place and got food.
What is this place? Is it some
McDonald's.
A little fast food
Oh.
store. Yeah.
Because I went to go get breakfast
And her
on the
little
way to work
boyfriend
at
meets her
6
out in the
morning.
parking lot out there, like it's a big secret.
Which
you know.
boyfriend?
One of the little punk kids that comes back around.
Then why did I tell you about it if it's such a secret?
I have no idea.
So, this is the time to work out a couple of things. Well, let's start with the DNA test. Yeah?
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for that.
Okay. Thank you. Now, I don't know what the results are. I never do. They've only just arrived.
Okay.
So who wants to open the envelope? I guess you... Is it okay if Eddie
Yes,
opens the
I'm
envelope?
positive.
There you go, Eddie. This will tell you one way or the other.
Okay, this is either for the good or the bad. Drum roll, please.
Coming up, were you having sexual intercourse with other women when Barbie was going through her cancer treatment? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined.
But first,
Eddie, the DNA test determined that James...
and later. Did you have sexual intercourse with anyone other than Eddie around the time you conceived James? You said no.
You are the cop. Get off my stage.
Lovers' lies and ugly truths.
One of the girls were sitting on his lap.
Today on Trisha.
My boyfriend Eddie is 52 years old, but right now he's acting like an immature little boy. He's accusing me of cheating, and he's saying that my beautiful baby boy James is not his. Sometimes I feel like he's taking care of this woman and her son, like we mean nothing to him. But I love Eddie more than anything, and I'm here fighting to keep our family together. You know he's yours. Aww.
Does it look like me?
What, you're expecting a newborn to look like a 52-year-old
No.
man?
Exactly.
That's good.
Okay.
You're good. Okay.
So you're saying you've never cheated on...
Absolutely not.
So, this is the time to work out a couple of things. Well, let's start with the DNA test. Yeah?
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for that.
Thank you. Now, I don't know what the results are. I never do. They've only just arrived.
Okay.
So who wants to open the envelope? I guess you... Is it okay if Eddie opens the envelope?
I'm positive.
There you go, Eddie. This will tell you one way or the other.
Okay, this is either for the good or the bad. Drum roll, please. Eddie, the DNA test determined that James is your son.
I told you! He's yours! I told you!
You can make babies. So, there you go. Do you want the lie detector test results?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so that's for you to
I got
frame.
some serious ass to kiss on
Yeah,
this one.
you do. So I don't know what's going to come of this. I'm just going to read things out. And Tim Acosta, our polygraph expert, is with us. Yeah.
What it says right there.
So let's ask, let's find out what Jen's lie detector results are. Okay, we asked you, are you in love with Eddie? You said yes. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Jenn was being truthful.
We asked you, are you using Eddie because he gave you a place to stay? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Jenn was being truthful.
Told you! Told you!
We asked you, did you have sexual intercourse with a man at your Christmas party? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Jenn was being truthful.
We asked you, did you have sexual intercourse with anyone other than Eddie around the time you conceived James? You said no.
The lie detector determined Jenn was being truthful.
See?
So, Eddie, I'm going to switch chairs with you, and you can have a much-needed conversation. Yeah, go on. I'll leave you to it. I'll just look this way.
I am so sorry.
Do you believe me now?
I
When we
believe
go
you.
home, are things gonna change?
Yes.
You're not gonna ever accuse me again?
No.
You promise?
I promise.
Are you sure? And are you gonna take James in your arms and hold him? Teach him everything you know, like a father needs to do?
I'll never deny your word again.
Okay, I love you.
Trevor, I love you too.
Okay, we'll be right back. Up next, were you having sexual intercourse with other women when Barbie was going through her cancer treatment? You said no. Tim? After the results, can he admit to the truth?
I don't have anybody.
You're not being truthful to the question.
Do you want to be with me?
Lovers' lies and ugly truths.
One of the girls were sitting on his lap.
Today on Trisha.
Me and Jose have been together for 8 years, and we have a daughter together. Those 8 years have been very, very, very bad. I suspect that he's cheating on me. When I go to his job on lunchtime, he's never there. He never answers his phone. Co-workers tell me that he's gone with some other woman. If I find out Jose's cheating, he's out of the door. Those 8 years are gonna be gone, and there's not gonna be no more Jose and Barbie.
What happens if he has been cheating this time?
He's gone out the door.
Hi. So, Jose, what do you think of what Barbie's been saying?
I don't know. None of it is true.
So you're saying you, apart from those 2 times you cheated back in the early days, you've not been cheating? you wanted Jose to have a lie detector test, which he has done, and we've got our private investigator and polygraph examiner, Tim Acosta, here with us. Jose, anything to admit? Because often if there is something to admit, it's better that you can be honest before we even get to the results.
Yeah, I've always been honest with her.
Let's come to Jose's results. We asked you, when you say you're at the gym, are you really meeting up with other girls? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Jose was being truthful.
We asked you, Jose, did you tint your car windows so you can have any type of sexual contact with other women in your car? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Jose was being truthful.
We asked you, are you secretive about your phone because you're talking to other girls? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Jose was not being truthful.
We asked you, were you having sexual intercourse with other women when Barbie was going through her cancer treatment? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Jose was not being truthful.
We asked you, during your entire relationship, including the breakups, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than the two girls Barbie knows about? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Jose again was not being truthful.
So you're hiding stuff on your phone?
Let's go through this because the lie detector said you were being truthful when you said you were going to the gym for the right reasons, said you were truthful when it came to tinting the car windows, and then things started to go downhill. I think the truest thing you've said was that you didn't know what to do when Barbie was diagnosed with cancer. It causes all sorts of problems going through cancer. And everyone says, you should be there, you should be doing this. And there's guilt, and there's fear, and nobody ever talks to the partner about that. Am I right in that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you feel very scared?
Yeah.
And you would not be the first guy to find some support, you know, with another female and it crosses a line. You would not be the first man who did that. You know, a lot of relationships break up if a woman goes through cancer, unfortunately. And it's not about love, it's about pain and finding some kind of support with a female. Your heart's not there and your head's not there.
Do you want to be with me?
Yes.
How many times have I give you a chance?
All the time.
What's all the time, Jose? How many years we've been together?
8 years.
8 years. How many kids we got?
1.
Exactly. How many we got in total?
3.
How many I've been there for you?
Every time.
And you do that to me?
I don't have anybody.
Is it the girl from your job?
Tim
No.
shaking his head. Tim, our lie detector expert, shaking his head.
Jose, you had significant reactions on the question, okay? You're not being truthful to the question. You have an opportunity to try to work things out here. I think you should take advantage of it.
And exactly, and I'd agree with that.
Let's go.
I'm being honest.
Okay. Jose, I
I have all the evidence that I knew that he was doing something wrong. I mean, I'm not stupid.
what do you want to do? What do you want to do, Barbie? Because it is a very scary situation, and I think going through cancer does change your view of everything. You become tougher about what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. Am I right?
I need to focus with my own health before I can worry about him. I really need to focus with myself. 'Cause if he did it the first time, then he gonna do it the second time, then he gonna do it the third time, and he is gonna keep going because he's getting comfortable with it.
So I think what Barbie says is true. You're becoming comfortable with lying, and that's a dangerous place to be.
He said he believes his own lies, so.
What do you want to do? Because our counselor's going to find it very difficult to work with
We
you.
can never meet each other in the middle. It's like round, you know what I'm saying?
Do you want to be with him, knowing what you know now?
I love him. Don't get me wrong. I love Jose. And he's been there with me for 8 years. And
Okay.
I need somebody to talk to him.
Okay.
I love him.
You can only work on yourself.
But
He can only work on himself.
Exactly. If he don't know what the hell he wants, he needs to just go.
Okay. Up next, what happened after we discovered this son was stealing money from his own family?
We found out that Jeremy was stealing the money to buy marijuana for parties.
A shocking Trisha Show update.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Lovers' lies and ugly truths.
One of the girls was sitting on his lap.
Today on Trisha. Welcome back. Today, with the help of Tim Acosta and a polygraph test, we've been helping families uncover the truth. This next story was truly a whodunit. It involved a man named Ron who came here convinced that somebody in his family had stolen over $900 from him in the past year. So who were the suspects? Either his wife Emily, her son Jeremy, or one of his two daughters, Ronice or Olivia. This was truly tearing this family apart. Watch.
About a year ago, I noticed I had approximately $110 missing from the mirror in the bedroom. I immediately suspected everybody. This is not really about the money. This is about me finding out if one of my children is in trouble.
Now, you said you started your own investigation.
It involved paying attention to everybody, see if anyone acted any differently. My daughters acted pretty much the same. My wife, we also kind of went through a thing.
Jeremy, did he start acting differently after a while?
In my investigation, I heard something about he may have made it rain one day.
Well, the family must be, is everyone pointing fingers? It's you, what's
Well,
it like
it's
at
more
home?
me doing the finger pointing than anybody.
It was a time to meet all of the family members Ron was pointing fingers at. So first, we met Ron's wife, Emily.
Have you ever heard of a woman having to steal money from her husband? I honestly think if someone in the house is stealing, had to be one of his girls.
So was it you?
No, it was not me. If I had to say, I would think Jeremy. Because he's just like made it rain. And there was like 20s.
Oh, you saw 20s in the rain?
Yeah.
I never heard that either.
Hi, Jeremy, come on out. What do you think is your sister?
To me, she's always had the attitude of a little stuck up.
Have you ever stolen anything before, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Everyone was denying it, but they wouldn't be able to go for much longer. The results were in. Emily, anything you want to say before we get to your lie detector?
No, every dirty, rotten thing I've ever done to my husband, he's full well aware of.
And what about you, Ronice?
I have nothing to confess.
Jeremy, last but not least, anything that you want to admit now?
Oh, no, nothing to confess.
Did she steal the money from the mirror in her dad's bedroom approximately 1 year ago? And Olivia said no. Tim, what did the lie detector show?
Determined that she was being truthful.
Emily, we asked you, did you steal the money from the mirror? Emily said no. Tim?
Lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Ronice, did you steal money from the mirror in your dad and Emily's room? You said no. Tim?
Lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Did you steal money from the mirror in your mom and Ron's bedroom? Jeremy said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined he was not being truthful.
Why did he take it? It was just there?
It was a spur of the moment. I saw it. I'm sorry. And I won't do it again. Ever.
So, what happened to Jeremy after the show? We'll take a look at this surprising, somewhat shocking video update.
Hi, Trisha, it's Emily.
And Ron.
Finding out that our son Jeremy was stealing money was shocking, but also a huge relief.
We found out that Jeremy was stealing the money to buy marijuana for parties. Now he's grounded, and we're able to do something about this much bigger issue.
Trisha, you've helped us nip this situation in the bud before it could get any worse.
Thanks again, Trisha. Bye.
Ron, Emily, Good luck. We'll be right back. Lovers' lies and ugly truths.
One of the girls were sitting on his lap.
Today on Trisha. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Take care. Bye-bye.